And today, I'm going to zoo. Hi. Let's go to the zoo. And that's my brother. I'm kidding. That's my cousin. That's my sister. And come here.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the world-famous San Diego Zoo. My name is Karen. I'll be your driver and guide. We're going to make a big loop around the zoo, and during that time, I'll be sharing with you a little bit about what San Diego Zoo Global is up to as we lead the fight to end extinction. That's right, wildlife is endangered. We have over 100 different conservation projects in over 40 countries around the world to hopefully inspire you to become an everyday hero for wildlife. A couple of quick tips from the front plaza. You can go lots of different directions. On our right is Treetops Way, the main pathway through the zoo. Not only does it take you into the Lost Forest area, where you've got orangutans, bonobos, gorillas, walk-through aviaries, and more, but it also connects you with the bridge that goes over the canyon. So you can walk from the front plaza right by map marker 4 back to the elephants and lions in a short 6-minute stroll. That's all it takes. I know it looks a lot farther on your map, but trust me, it is not. Now up ahead of us is the area called Discovery Outpost. You can see the cables for the Skyfari. That's a fun way to get across the zoo as well. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Also right off the front of the bus, the reptile roof, that's the reptile house. So snakes, lizards, and more over there. On the other side of the reptile house is Wegaforth Bowl. Wegaforth Bowl is where you're going to find a show later today at 3 o'clock, and all of that information is right on the back of your map. So hang on to that, refer to that. Especially pay attention to the keeper talks and animal encounters. Those are one-time only opportunities. So once they pass by, that's it until tomorrow. So don't miss out. Lots of really cool things going on there. All right, a couple of quick safety rules as we make our way down the hill. Do keep all your body parts, your valuables, your loved ones, anything you wish to take home with you really, inside the bus at all times. You're more than welcome to stand up. That's cool. And if you do stand, please keep your feet on the floor. No feet on the seats, feet on the floor. Hang on to a handrail, and also a good idea to stay right by your seat. In other words, no wandering about the bus in case of a sudden stop. That way nobody gets bumped or bruised or goes for a tumble. Alright, so we are good to go. So how many are first-time visitors to the zoo today? Raise your hands. Alright, oh wow, lots of folks downstairs, upstairs too. Excellent, yeah, good morning up there. See you guys as well. How many have been to the zoo before, but it's been a long time since you've been to the zoo? Anybody? Yeah, a couple of folks. Yeah, all right. Lots of changes, I'm sure. How many are locals hanging out at the zoo for the weekend? Anybody besides me? Okay, yeah. I was actually born just a few blocks away from the zoo, grew up out in East County. Kind of interesting that I ended up here. Yeah. So, all righty. Coming up is our tiger exhibit. Never know where we're going to find one of these beautiful things. There's a pool of water down below, little caves, there's lots of plants. You got to look carefully to find a tiger in this habitat. We've recreated more of a natural setting. And that's what San Diego Zoo has been doing since we began. We've been the pioneers of exhibit design. We were the first to have open grotto exhibits here in the United States. First to create natural habitats. Other zoos, they come to us, they see what we do, and they take those ideas back home to their zoos. And we're happy that they do. It improves things for the animals, keeping them happy and healthy, which falls under animal welfare. It also makes things more interesting for you guys. Not just show up in front of the exhibit, oh, there's a whatever, and then off you go. Yeah, you gotta use your best looking skills. So come on back by later on. The footpath does allow for a couple more opportunities, different angles to look into the exhibit from than we get from the bus. Bus is an overview of the zoo, so you kind of get an idea of where things are at, what's going on, how you guys can be heroes for wildlife during the bus tour. Then you get to do that other exploration later on. African habitat down below the tiger exhibit here. We're looking for okapi up under the trees, beautiful forest-dwelling animals, only found in the Aturi forest that look like they should be related to the zebras and they're not. Down in the water, you can see Mama Funani and Tony resting on the rock down here. Yeah, mother and son duo of our river hippos. And this exhibit is really awesome because you can get really, really close to hippos, closer than you'd ever want to be out in the real world. Yeah. because hippos are extremely dangerous. And they are responsible for more human deaths than any other mammal in Africa, actually. Yeah, so Tony, he was born late September of 2017, so he'll be celebrating his second birthday later this year. He's still about half the size of Mom. Mom weighs a good 3,000 pounds. He's in the neighborhood of 1,500 pounds. Give or take a little bit. Yeah, he's growing up quite nicely. Dad is over 4,000 pounds, so he still has a ways to grow to catch up with Dad there. Tony is actually baby number 12 for Punani. Can you imagine, ladies? 12 kids? Nope. I capped it off at 3. That was funny. Yeah, more than enough there. But she's done really, really well. So Dad gets the pool on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tony and Mom get it Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend. Yeah, so it's kind of fun to have them out there. So hang out there as long as you like later on. Really fun when they get tiptoeing around the pool bottom. Yes, they tiptoe along the bottom of the pool because they're so big they don't float. They just sink to the bottom. And it kind of looks like underwater ballet. You would not think that an animal that size could be that graceful, but they really are. All right, mixed species exhibit down below. Allen swamp monkeys and red-tailed lemons both hanging out here. Another idea that was not thought possible, and we've definitely proved otherwise. So you find some fun antics going on there. Now, if you head up the canyon to our right, you will find the lesser or red panda, the Szechuan takin. There's baby takin up there too, and a few other animals. Also the Wame Cafe, etc. up the canyon to our right. Immediately on the right, little walkway there goes into this Asian leopard exhibit. Over there, look high. Look in the nooks and crannies for the rarest of the big cats. They are gorgeous. And when I say rarest, I do mean that. There are fewer than 80 of them in the wilds of Russia and China. So you can imagine our excitement a year ago this past April when we had our very first more leopard cubs born. Yeah, Marianne and Dorothy, they're virtually the same size as Mom at this point, just a little smaller, but they're gorgeous cats. Beautiful golden fur, blue green eyes, and the longest whiskers you've ever seen on any cat, so check it out. White pelicans and cormorants and more over in the marsh on our left, and our beautiful willow trees adding to the ambiance down here. Also in this area, right next to the marsh, is kangaroo bus stop number 2. That is one of 4 kangaroo bus stops you can take advantage of later on. And believe me, you'll want to. You realize we came down a hill? Now guess what we're going to do? We're going to go up a hill. Actually, right now we're in the lowest spot of the zoo. Yeah, so everything is from here is uphill. Yeah, so kind of keep that in mind. And the kangaroo bus is going to be a double-decker bus of whatever color. The color of the bus is irrelevant. What is important is the sign in front of the driver. And on the kangaroo bus it says kangaroo bus. Okay. And they come by about every 15 minutes or so throughout the day. Hang on to your ticket because every time you hop on board a kangaroo bus, you'll be asked to present that ticket to the driver. So no matter whether it's 1 time, 12 times, or anything in between, yeah, you're going to be showing that ticket. And they're in Richmond. They've got a sandy beach to lounge on and more. So we're going to head on up the hill. You guys are welcome back here later on. Not only for polar bears, but reindeer, Arctic fox, beautiful Arctic aviary to stroll through. Then we have some bondabots down below us to the right. Species which was once very endangered, like 17 of them remained in the mid-1980s. Today, over 3,500 exist. Beautiful and very graceful deerneck, or giraffe neck gazelles, they're sometimes called, hanging out to our right. Oh, there we go, standing up ability. Yeah. So, yeah, not too many antelope and gazelle can rotate their hips and stand upright like that.
See this?
You notice she's barely balancing with her front hooves against that tree branch there, yeah. And nibbling on the flowers, the leaves of the acacia that was put in there. So pretty amazing to get to see this. It doesn't happen every time we go by. So that is very, very cool indeed. And just up from the Guernica, we have the yellowback dikers. And of course, at the very top of the hill on our left is the west end of the safari. Sky Safari is going to give you that bird's eye view of the zoo, Balboa Park, in downtown San Diego, from about 180 feet up in the air. It's fabulous. It is a one-way ride, so whichever end you get on, you get off at the other end. So just keep that in mind for later on too. Unlimited access to Sky Safari all day, so enjoy. I love to go up on the Sky Safari. You just don't get to do it that often. Mountain lions live to our left, but being a crepuscular species, they're going to be napping already. Yeah, they're up before that sun's fully up. They come out again at night to do their hunting, saving their energy, sleeping through the middle of the day. And mountain lions, I'm very happy to tell you, are not an endangered species. Yeah, kind of awesome. 4D Theater on our right. 4D Theater puts you right in the middle of the action, so you see it, you hear it, and you feel it. Separate ticket required for the 4D Theater. Oh, we are in luck this morning. A very rare glimpse of a very beautiful canid from South America. A wolf that's not a wolf. That's right. This is called the maned wolf. And it's not a wolf. It's not even a fox. Looks like a fox on stilts, though, doesn't it? Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're rather stinky, though. So if you come by here and you think you smell a skunk, that's actually the maned wolf. Yeah, that's their communication system. Yeah, oh, lovely way to communicate, right? Yeah. And that's also how they attract a mate. If you can imagine going on a date smelling like a skunk. Yeah. Look at those huge ears. Those huge ears help them find part of their food at nighttime. Yeah, huge ears pick up sounds very, very faint. In fact, there's kind of a fruit that they eat part of the year. Kind of resembles a tomato in appearance, and as that fruit ripens, it falls to the ground, and they can hear that fruit falling to the ground. And they go and they scoop that up. So beautiful maned wolf there this morning. Probably won't see them the rest of the day. They live right across from Kangaroo Bus Stop 3, and from Stop 3 over to the gorillas across that bridge is 3 minutes away. From Stop 3 to the front plaza, again, 6 short minutes. So to our left, we have this lovely little pollinator garden. Stop in and check out the pitcher plants, Venus flytraps, orchids, all kinds of cool things here. It started with the emphasis on milkweed and monarch butterflies, but it's grown way beyond sleeping. She's 15, and that's at the upper end of the age for lions. Typically 9 to 12 in the wild is all they go. But lions are also facing challenges. And we've got some conservation partners, a group called Lion Watch, keeping tabs on lions there in Africa, where they're at, what they're up to, so that people don't have negative interactions with them. And you can learn more at endextinction.org. That's our wildlife conservancy page. And learn how to be a hero for lions if they're among your favorites. Pretty much all animals are among my favorites. Jaguar lives next door. Let's see if we can find her here. Oh, she's right up on top of the rock. You guys see her up there? This big tall rock on our left, right up at the top in the shade of the ficus tree. Good. Now, if you guys were in Central and South America, you might not notice a cat like this. They're stealth hunters, and they lurk up high near waterways, wait for their next meal to come to them. And if I had to tangle with a jaguar or that lion next door, I'll take the lion. Thank you very much. Yep. This cat, she's less than 100 pounds. That lioness, 300 pounds.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
But this jaguar has over twice the bite strength. And 2 inch-long canines that can crush skulls and spinal column. The last thing you'd ever know would be a thump and a crunch. Yeah, just saying. Across the walkway, we have tapir, capybara, and guanacos. Again, another mixed species exhibit. Capybara are the world's largest rodent. Guanacos, the wild cousin of the llama. Then the first of our elephant yards up behind there. And oh, we see Mary off in the distance. Mary's our matriarch. She's actually our oldest elephant at 55 years young, and she's getting a snack from the base
Elephant.
of the utility tree. Yeah, steel and concrete trees. Or tree-like structures, anyway. Offered shade, multiple browsing opportunities, infrared heaters built in, sprinklers, all of that, and then stuff. 4 elephants currently reside at the zoo. All 4 are girls. 2 are Asian elephants, like Mary, and 2 are African elephants. So we'll see what we can find as we continue on around the Elephant Care Center. adorned with the Alowania procera on this side of the building. That's a plant native to southwest Madagascar.
Damn, I think it's nice.
Maybe.
These trees.
Yeah, so those plants are great drought tolerant.
Wow. Holy cow. I'm going to take one home. Oh. Elephant.
Check out the secretary bird over on our right, sitting here himself. Beautiful birds from eastern Africa. They're a terrestrial bird of prey. So cruising through the grass, they look for insects, small mammals, or reptiles to feed on. When they do find something to eat, they tend to stomp it to death. Oh yeah, don't recommend stomping on your lunch today. Might not be considered polite. Yeah, so up there at the Elephant Care Center, what did we see? We saw an elephant on the inside, keepers on the outside, right? Yeah, that's a concept called protected contact. That's where that started. Yeah, you guessed it. Right here at the San Diego Zoo, yeah. So the elephant comes up. They are cooperating in their care. You notice the keeper giving the elephant some goodies. Yeah. It's all a calculated part of their diet, so it's not extra food. And it's their favorites to get them to cooperate for the training, the physical therapy, the daily checkups, or even the weekly pedicures and everything in between. Absolutely. Everything from elephants all the way down. Everything is done with positive reinforcement. What do we do when the elephant doesn't want to cooperate? We wait. Who's going to argue with a 9,000-pound animal, right? Seriously. So you can see we're adding in a few things, redoing a few things in this exhibit. Yep, all of the logs, the branches and stuff are recycled materials. By the way, the brown umbrellas off in the distance to the right, that is the Saber-Tooth Grill, one of our more popular restaurants, due to the fresh California-grown produce that we feature in the menu items there. So pretty much anywhere around the zoo, you're going to find something to suit you. There's things for vegetarians, for carnivores, and all that throughout the zoo. So just check the back of your map there. Camels, pronghorn, donkey, and mustang living down in this area, representing some of the animals of long ago, California. Yeah, we used to have camel-like animals here. Where do we find camels now? Africa, Middle East, and Australia for the dromedary camel. The Bactrian camel, a little different story. They are an endangered species, only in small pockets of the Gobi Desert, the desert north of China. And let's see where they're hanging out here this morning. Looking for some great big birds. They may be down on the ground having breakfast. Yeah, we're talking California condors over here. Yep, I think up towards the glass there goes the raven. Why do we have, yeah, I see both of the condors. Look between the tree and the rock here up towards the glass, and you'll see them up that way. They're pretty big birds. They're about 25 pounds. They have an 8 to 9.5 foot wingspan. 8 feet is the width of the bus. And these birds are scavengers, so they're typically soaring in the skies looking for dead things to eat. And if it weren't for birds and other animals like that that fill that niche, you and I would end up being sick almost all the time. So saving the condors is really, really important. And from 22, that were all that were left in the early 1980s, there are almost 500 condors in existence today. That number's over 480, over 300 of which are out in the wild. So conservation's working. San Diego Zoo, we've successfully bred and reintroduced over 40 different endangered species back into native habitat. Yep. Those include animals like the Arabian oryx, the panda, which has been downgraded from endangered to vulnerable in just in 2016 that happened. Mountain yellow-legged frog, species native to Central California. Pacific pocket mouse, cactus wren, and many others. And a lot of those are right here in our own backyard. But it takes teamwork. It takes everybody doing their part. So regardless of whether you're recycling, reducing, and reusing, whether you're composting, any number of things. It all matters is the whole point. And an example of that teamwork was right over here on our right. Yes, we have a mob of meerkats hanging out in the sun behind that ficus tree. Aren't they adorable? Yeah. And if they don't stick together, if they don't have somebody on sentry duty, they just don't survive. So, yeah, everybody's got to do their part in a meerkat mob. Next up is our Kopi. It's also the beginning of Africa Rocks. You'll find several small mammals in there. Some birds, the trumpeter hornbill, and others. Yeah. And Kopis are basically islands of stone that dot the savannas of Africa. So attract large animals and small, usually water close by the rocks and more. Path below us is the path for you guys. That takes you down through Africa Rocks. 10-4. Or you can take the upper level pathway across the top of Africa Rocks over into the outback and urban jungle areas. It's pretty easy, but we'll be coming up through Africa Rocks in just a little bit.
Okay, what?
So right now we're going to pass by our outback area. This is where you're going to find some koalas. In fact, we have the largest collection of koalas outside of Australia. Also wallabies there. Around the corner to the right, urban jungle. Nice flat, easy to stroll through area. If you look over your right shoulder, you'll see Kangaroo Bus over at stop number 1 there. That'll be the closest bus stop to the end of our bus tour in a little bit. But guess what? We get to go downhill again. One point in time we drove up Center Street. Many years. Bus route has changed many times since I've been driving here. Many times before that. I've been here at the San Diego Zoo over 16 years now. And it's different every single day. Okay. I have a hunch the snow leopards are back in the shadows. They like it when it's cool. Yes, they do. So yesterday it was late in the afternoon. We were finding them out and about. As you're here on into the evening, that's going to be a much greater likelihood of finding the snow leopards and cat from the Himalayan mountains, which there's not that many of anymore. So a little otter living next door. We'll see if the grizzlies are out and about. I see one back in the shadows. Yeah, we actually have 2 that are brothers, Scout and Montana. They arrived here in 2007 when they were 20-year-old. Their mama was teaching them how to get into trash cans and dump sites up close to Yellowstone Park. Yeah, so want to remember, it's great to go camping, go hiking, enjoy the wilderness, but make sure you don't leave your trash there. Make sure that you put your food in those bear-proof boxes called bear boxes. That way the bears can't break into it, and bad habits aren't started in the first place. And we have our Andean bears. Let's see. So Abba and Turbo have been hanging out together lately. They're actually on an arranged date. Animals and zoos are bred according to what's called the SSP, or Species Survival Plan. You guys can think of it like Match.com for the animals. Yeah. So we want the strongest, healthiest, most genetically diverse to reestablish wild populations with, if that's possible. So that's what we go for. Okay, you folks up top get a chance to cool off again. You know, if it weren't for plants, we would have a really hot planet, yeah. Plants, they buffer the atmosphere, they filter out the atmosphere, they provide us with food, clothing, shelter, medicine, lots of things. Very, very important. Francois miners hanging out here on the right. See them up there? Even a couple little ones in that group. There's some Asia. Yeah, only 6% of the Earth's surface is covered in rainforest. 6%, that's not much. 50% of all life is found in rainforest. We lose 80,000 football fields worth of rainforest every year.
Put your shoes on, then get a snack.
Will it grow back? Absolutely. We just have to give it a chance. And the way we're going to give it a chance is if we make things last as long as possible. Yep, get out of that disposable mentality. Looking up to our left, you can see the bridge over the canyon that I've mentioned a couple of times. To get to the bridge, we have elevators down there. Yeah, so you can go to the back of the zoo, treetops way out to the front. Pretty easy. Hang out down at Walnut Cafe. Enjoy some good food down here. And then you can head through Africa Rocks. So maybe you come down through Africa Rocks and head over to the Wame Cafe. So starting at the very southern tip of Africa, we're going to work our way north to the Horn of Africa. And we start with our penguin and shark exhibit. There's a 200,000 gallon saltwater tank here. We've had penguins at the zoo before, but never sharks, so this was kind of fun. Add that in. And the sharks won't bother the penguins. They're bottom feeders. These are actually leopard sharks native to California snowflakes. Yeah, so not a problem there. They only get about 4, maybe 5 feet long. Then the little penguins, they're from South Africa, facing many challenges from climate change to overfishing and harvesting of iguana, just to name a few of those. Guano uses crop fertilizer, reduces their nesting materials. Yeah, they build their nests out of their own poop. Yeah, so providing artificial nest boxes in the meantime until those levels can increase is really, really helpful. And again, you can learn more at endextinction.org. More ficus trees here, as we had in the Cat exhibit. Ficus is supplemental food for elephants and rhinos. Also indicates rainforest. Yeah, rainy falls over there. You know, you can walk behind the waterfall. That was really awesome. Then around the corner, you hop over to Madagascar for the lemurs and the pota. Yeah. 5 different species of lemurs hanging out here at the zoo. Yeah, so not just the ring-tailed. We have the blue-eyed black, the red-collared lemurs, shabakas, and red-ruffed lemurs. And then there's a gorgeous walk-through aviary across the way. Bee eaters, some other really colored birds. They really resemble living jewels more than anything. Keep a sharp eye out for the revet monkeys and especially the leopards that we have down here. One of which is a black leopard. Yeah, she's really hard to spy if she's in the shadows. So look really carefully for mystique. Then as you continue up the canyon, you've got the gelada monkeys and Nubian ibex hanging out, along with the baboons, of which we have 3 little babies. Yeah, the oldest one born last September. Another one's about 4 months old, and almost 4 months old. And the other one's just a couple weeks old. So very, very adorable. The older 2, moms keep tabs on them very closely. And the way they do that is by hanging onto their tails. Yeah, it's like having a built-in leash. Yeah. So we weren't the first ones to think of that. Male koalas on this side of the building, females and the youngsters on the other side of the building. Why is that? Well, that's so we know who's related to who and when to expect the joeys. Yeah. Males are actually territorial, so you're going to find 1 per 3 over there. And the girls, you'll notice they're a little more communal in their living style. Yeah, their branches are interconnected, and it's really kind of awesome. As the joeys get a little bigger, they can spend a little time away from mom. They're not having to ride on their bellies or their backs. The girls will even watch others' joeys while mama goes off and does a little browsing. So to me, that's kind of like having a built-in babysitting club. It's pretty neat, yeah. That community support. All right, we've got a narrow area here, as you probably noticed earlier. So when you're up this way later on, keep an eye out for the vehicles, follow instructions, and help us get our buses through much more easily. So you'll find buses and cars going through this intersection all day long. And again, urban jungles over to our right. You're going to find giraffe feeding over there a couple different times during the day. our animal ambassadors. Maybe some of you are participating in the Animals in Action program, which is a really cool way to meet some of our animal ambassadors and learn about our conservation work. That's also over there in Urban Jungle. Front Streets on our left goes right by our Tasmanian devils, and we're one of only 6 zoos in the country that have them. That's because of the devil facial tumor disease. That's wiped out over 60% of the wild population. And we're working on solving that mystery. But it's going to take you guys helping us out to do it. Yep. So thanks for being here today. We appreciate that. Take the time to learn about what we're doing and how you can be an everyday hero for wildlife too. You can also join us at endingextinction.org. So together we can do even more in saving species for generations yet to come. So in just a moment we're going to arrive at our bus unloading, and